Hey guys, welcome to another Mr. Dave Pizza video. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy New Year, and Happy Natal Tail. So, many of you are probably aware of an indie visual novel by the name of BROK the InvestiGator, as in alligator. I played it years ago when I was just starting off doing my blog and was really into visual novels. It's an interactive fiction on Steam about a community of anthropomorphic animal people in the distant future in what presumably is Earth, I guess, and features an alligator slash crocodile detective named Brock and his adopted teenage cat boy, um, son Graf. So anyway, uh, the subject of this video is BROK Natal Tail. It's a free visual novel that was released in 2024, December 13th, 2024, for Christmas, and it's a fully packaged Christmas story slash game that lasts around an hour of gameplay. It's not real interactive, like mostly it just involves clicking next as the story unfolds, unlike the main BROK game in which you could kind of walk around and stuff, but it's fully illustrated and it has a totally new story. And I guess it was revealed at the end of the game when I played it. This was created using the developer Cowcat's new visual novel engine, BROKVN. So that's kind of cool. You can actually get this engine yourself and make your own BROK visual novels. And the Christmas story was kind of a way of promoting this and the full BROK game itself on Steam. So that was kind of cool. And I'll talk a little bit about BROK Natal Tail, which you're seeing footage of in the background. I'll try not to give away any spoilers, but if you're really just wanting the full element of surprise, I recommend you go download the game yourself on Steam and just play it. Like I said, it only takes about an hour to get through the whole thing, and you can save your progress as you watch it if you like. We've only got 5 days left until Christmas on my end here as I'm recording this, so you may want to jump on that, but I think it will be available pretty much forever as free, so if it's 2025 and you're watching this, you can probably still watch it. And in case anybody out there isn't really familiar with what a visual novel is, it is basically an animated story in the form of a game that you can usually interact with in some way. They're usually keen on prominent character sprites attached to dialogue boxes that go back and forth between characters, sometimes with action narration or other effects, especially sound effects and music. So yeah, it's kind of like reading a story, but it's a game. And BROK Natal Tail is a Christmas visual novel story about Brock's teenage son Graf and his classmates who live in the slums outside the dome, which is this kind of like very elite kind of part of the city where the well-offs live. And anyway, Graf and his classmates are given the task of getting jobs in the slums and buying themselves a gift, using the money to celebrate Natal Tail. That's right, Natal Tail, because the idea is the ancient chosen one who this holiday remembers was born without a tail. A little later, it is revealed by the believer that Graf works for in the slums to earn the gift that this chosen one actually did have a tail. And the believer is kind of like a spiritual person, and this game has a lot of kind of correlations with the traditional story of Christmas, and so that's what it is. It's like a metaphor basically, but there's some other elements to it as well. It's got this style that this game has, and some of the styles of the storytelling that BROK has. So The rest of the story is basically about how the tradition of Natal Tail has been forgotten, and that instead of buying gifts for themselves, they should really be sharing gifts with others and celebrating friendship and family. And it kind of follows between a few different characters. It follows Graf and it follows his friend Ott, and they're both trying to get these jobs to earn money for the gifts. They earn unis, which is the name for the currency. I think that's how you pronounce it. Unis, probably, yeah. And UNI. And it's just got like some traditional storytelling. Graf kind of does this stuff where he's like working for the Believer, and she's helping her set up her stall, and he also helps this like rat try and get a mattress, and Ott is like working for this robot, and neither of them can quite get enough money to get the gift that they need for themselves, and that's basically where the story ties together and starts going into the meaning of Natal Tail and all of that. And they decide they're gonna team up, and yeah, it goes from there. I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't go too far into it, and I'm not planning on making this a super long video, so I just kind of wanted to go over this. I usually show up on camera in the videos, but I'm just, I just sitting here, and I just want to make a video about this little visual novel, so that's what's going on today. Anyway, I really liked the story, and it felt like it was worth my time. It's a warm tale, no pun intended. If I hadn't already played the first BROK, I would have been highly dubious of this story direction and some of the dialogue. But it's become apparent to me that BROK is basically a family-friendly visual novel to the highest degree, with some heavy social commentary mixed in, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, it's kind of ambitious for like a small indie visual novel, but I thought it was pretty cool. You might find some of the dialogue kind of cheesy or immature, but it's a good story overall, and really cool that they're letting people play this for free to see what's possible with the BROKVN visual novel engine. So that's kind of cool. I have made a couple visual novels on my own, and it's cool. It's fun to have different tools to play with when you're making them. So yeah, kind of neat. I don't really have a whole lot else to say about it other than that. I've got some footage from the game. It keeps feeling weird to call it a game because it's not exactly a game in the traditional sense. But yeah, it's a game. So I'll have a link to where you can download it in the description. It'd be kind of interesting for me to do more coverage of these visual novels and stuff, because they're a little easier to digest than some of the games I've seen out there lately. If you want to check out a really good zine, I used to write for my friend Andy and his publication Choice Beat, the visual novel and interactive fiction zine. I guess I'll link to that in the description too. If you like visual novels, I have pretty good traffic with visual novels before, so if you want me to cover that, just like the video or whatever. But yeah. So anyway, guys, hope you found this coverage of BROK Natal Tail, the Christmas release, interesting. Hope you all have an amazing Christmas and good New Year. Happy New Year. Good New Year. Happy New Year. I'm not doing anything too crazy here, but I do want to work on this channel some more, and just gotten a half monetized, so thank you so much to all of you for that. And yeah, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up to promote it, and subscribe if you want to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.